Hello everyone, welcome back to Nier Replicant. In the last episode we did all the stuff of Facade, we rescued the prince. Back home, both David and Jonah got a dream about someone telling them where to find a seal of verse. At the same time, Popola got a letter about something that was happening in the Forest of Myth, I think it's called. So today we're going to explore this area and continue with the story. Yeah, well, let's do this. Oh, there's someone there. Hello. Oh. Hello.
Beware. Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at David and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
What?
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Dead Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before they could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm David's suspicions, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's true though.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject who David had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
David and Vice racked their brains, but couldn't find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mayor suggested that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Hey!
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over David like a contagion. Wait, said David suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, David's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, those who dream That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at David. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. His worn pencil stopped tracing lines across a long piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expect a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, agreement crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and sucked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again, I want us to be free. And I wouldn't stop trying until it happens. David nodded in agreement. Wait a second. I did not. Look, if we can be any of help, said David, just ask. Now, hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. The Grimoire looked from David to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two. He called at the departing forms of David and Vice. We're all counting on you. As David slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? David's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd be confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and most covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left a small trace of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacular poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent of his time urging David to pick up the piece and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, David snapped. Okay, Vice, come in for a second, will you? You don't have to walk. David leaned against a tree and tried to straighten the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words stumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. David slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard, "Vice, what's going on?" David could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as David's ears seemed ready to turn from his head and go around for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Shriek, shriek, shriek. Shack, shack, shack. Chicky. Woo. Chick, chick, chick. As the insect symphony dimmed and now another decibel, David began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous, what it is. By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 thing is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous, what is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? Oh. The answer is a secret. Sounds like a seesaw, but I don't know. It's a weird riddle to me. Something that's ideal with 2 people but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw. Vice's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the words suddenly shifted. Ring ring wah, ring ring wah. Shik shiki, shik shiki. When David came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous, what it is. By my page it is a riddle. I guess so. I mean, I feel sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. How should I know? So, I mean, now we only have 1 option, right? Inwardly furious that Vice left the test to him, David decided and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insect stopped suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before David like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a roar for us, said Vice with glee. The sound of the insect stopped suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before David like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, David moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater chill to his mind. As long as they were on the path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest had accepted us, huh? David said after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy path you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path led us. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. A forest spring. Smiling, David picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. God heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? That sounds like a light Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. David gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companions. He is right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey look, cried David, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Gazing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? David walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began David, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. Where am I? David tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation's advice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said David. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. Where am I? I think I have heard this one before, and well, I think it's a man because babies walk in the morning, I guess, at the beginning of their life. They walk with their hands and their feet at the same time. And when we are an adult, well, you usually walk with your 2 feet. And well, all people sometimes use something to help themselves walk, right? But I think it's a bell. Wait a second. Man, the mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried David. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the dead room. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As David watched, mist stepped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When David and Vive returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. He left his left hand grasped David's and palmed it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the collar and swung him through the air. Gah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. David withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death room seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as David filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. David cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why don't we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. David and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is words that control the daydream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, If the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. David shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh what?" said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did. I'm back." He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at David and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I am sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village history and memories." "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Vice. "We shall not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse." Oh. David and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I said," muttered Vice, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, David mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left with them. "I once saw a version of you that wasn't not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I see you before too." David tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. David gave the mayor a nod and smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle will prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtain a sealed verse. Obtain Dark Execution magic. Dark Execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes. I
For a
think I
sealed
have
verse,
used that.
that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
I think I have used that before. Now, that was a really interesting mission, I guess. So, sorry if I misread something, I'm kind of bad at doing that. Sorry. But I was thinking, maybe the person that, I don't know, that the dream mayor said he has seen before, it's David in the future, because in the last episode, both Jonah and David said they saw a man with white hair, I think, so maybe it's himself, but in the future. So yeah, maybe it's that. So wait, can I help them? Can I talk to someone else? There's something more I can do here. There's another person. Hello.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh,
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
oh. So I tried to go and rescue one of the villagers there, and he is like in a dream, similar to one of the mayors. I guess the other one is also in a dream, but I haven't talked to him. I guess it's kind of a puzzle when you need to find the exit of a castle by just selecting, I don't know, west, north, south, or east. I tried a few times now, and I made some progress. But the thing is, I get lost and I died at the end. Now we're going to continue into the story. Maybe I will come back later and see if I can rescue them. And if I do, well, I will let you know whatever happened. Because, I don't know, I feel like I can be here for hours and hours. Don't make any actual progress. And although the puzzles work, it's kind of hard, I guess, to me at least. But it's pretty, I don't know, interesting to say the least.
So how was the village?
Oh,
It was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
lol.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
See, I don't know if I don't know how to say exaggerating, but I really love how sometimes you can implement this kind of mechanics into the games and make them something that you didn't thought before, or you haven't seen before. So yeah, that was great. Oh. Hello.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you...
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Okay.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Oh,
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
that's something I've always thought, like, doesn't Superman just get tired of flying around? That must consume some energy, you know? Have we come here before? Oh yeah, I think we have. I love how she runs just like Naruto. What a weep.
Man, I am starving.
A city of this size must have some manner of eatery nearby.
Oh, you're the guy?
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh God, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Wow, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Vice is always suspicious of people.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or
No.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Okay, it will be in another time.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Oh,
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she
Should
has
I go
truly
with her
left
husband?
this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
so wait, where should I go now? Because I don't have markers, so maybe to that house. Oh, that's a spider. Yes, it's a giant ass spider. Oh! Knock knock. Somehow I don't feel like maybe we shouldn't be killing these spiders? They don't attack us. They were just hanging out. Well, they have a ton of health. Knock knock. So I cannot knock. I can go there. Around here, no. Where can that lady be at?
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Don't tell me it's the wife. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Oh no. Or maybe she's still alive. Or do shades kill people? Why do they attack people though? Do they eat them? Oh. Hey dude, wife's dead.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no! This is hers!
So our fears were correct.
Oh god. How could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck.
Oh, she's
What's
alive.
wrong?
Dumpling!
Yes.
You're not dead!
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
What?
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling. But I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Come on, man.
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with
Yes,
all
Vice.
speed.
Oh, hey, I have to go pick up a fish from the fish store.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me. And you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What?
Oh.
Like you're some perfect
no.
angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're
Nah,
asking
please.
me?
Oh. I don't know. I think that maybe the man who doesn't listen. I don't know. I always forget stuff all the time. But that in the apple is kind of a low blow, right?
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
I don't know where.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my
my
entire
God.
stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did. And I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there. My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
I would say both of them.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Big talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Oh no.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like
Yeesh.
you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough.
Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob.
I mean, he has a job.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you
Oh
tell
my
me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice
Oh, the
apple
apple.
pie.
Okay. I thought they were about to fight again over the apple.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Okay then.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sorta mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Come on, guys. Oh! Okay. Oh! Oh, shoot! Oh, I think I don't have any recovery. Good. But let's see if I can do it this way, because I might die now. I mean, it's not too hard, but I don't have any life, any health left. Yes, I don't have. I can deflect the waves. Oh, oh, dang! That knee is fucked. So where can I go?
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It
buy
boggles the mind to think their
potions or
relationship can
something like that?
persist.
So I went back and bought some medicinal herbs, so hopefully now I can do this. Oh shoot! Ah, come on. Ah! Why I cannot do it right? Why he's kicking my butt again? Ah, he can break your posture. I was about to say your defense, I guess. Come on! What the hell? I'm almost there though. Maybe I need to evade one of those. And the other I can, yes. It doesn't matter. Oh, word obtained. Use with all category. Oh. Okay. Can you let me go? God! Oh no, it's set up. Malo, we're back.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Okay. I was about to say that maybe that will be now.
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess
Okay,
so.
then.
Thanks, Popla.
I don't know if we should go and see Jonah because it's kind of late now. What up?
Yay, you're back!
Popla said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
What is it? I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your
What?
friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
Oh.
A pen pal. How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Hey, what's
Yes.
happening there?
And he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And
Oh.
I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great.
Oh.
Now what do I do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
So guys, I'm gonna leave this video here. I had a ton of fun. I think it was a really interesting, to say the least, episode. I really love the first part with the dream death and everything. And also the wife and husband fight was pretty fun. So yeah, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.